leading up to the start of the season. I've hit a lot of balls, and I'm thankful for that now because I can spend more time on the putting green because you're going to need it out here, and it's really all about saving shots around the greens this week and knowing where to miss it to be able to get up and down. You have to be smart. You have to know what you're doing out there.
Great. Questions, please, gentlemen.
Done any research on the course from afar, or?
Well, of course, we watched the President's Cup when it was here, and we saw some very interesting putts and you know, some interesting matches there. But you know, until you get here and actually play the course, it's hard to get a real feel for it. You know, at least I've been in this area. I played the Australian Open 4 or 5 times at Yarra Yarra, and you know, obviously this golf course is the best that I've played in Australia. So I'm looking forward to competing this week.
I know that last night you had dinner at the European and you have your own line of wine. So I'd just like to let you know it's wonderful wine. And it's connected with breast cancer?
Yes, we make our wine curvature with one of the top 100 wine estates in the world by Robert Parker, Pride Mountain Vineyards. And Suzanne Pride, who's the co-owner of the vineyard, is a breast cancer survivor. And my mother had breast cancer, my aunt had breast cancer, and you know, the short version of the story is that you know, I started a foundation in 2003 and have raised a lot of money, have events every year, and have a bricks and mortar health facility in New Jersey. And you know, to go along with that, Suzanne and I have decided to make a wine together, in which we give 100% of the profits away to breast cancer. And Chef Ian at the European was very interested to hear from one of his friends, one of my mates, Lindsay Wright, out here, who's Australian. You know, she told him about the wine, and he was like, let's get it over here and let's have a tasting and, you know, possibly carry it and have a nice dinner over there yesterday. So the food was fantastic. I'm a New Yorker, and you know, I told him this is amazing food. So it was a fun time.
Are there any more questions, ladies and gentlemen?
Where's the wine made? What sort of?
The wine is made in Napa Valley, and we make a Chardonnay and a Cabernet. Very limited production. We make about 500 cases of Cabernet a year and about 100 cases of Chardonnay. So a small winery in Napa would make about 15,000 cases. So you can see how small we are. And it's really just kind of a passion project. I'm learning about wine and aspiring one day to be a sommelier. So it's just a great project for me to be involved with, especially with one of the top wine estates in the world, and we're making our wine and having the grapes grown in Napa Valley, so it's pretty highly acclaimed. Like I said, Pride Mountain is served in the White House, and we were fortunate enough about 6 months ago to be served at a state dinner at the White House, the curvature wines. President Obama lost his mother to breast cancer, so it was when we went and visited with him. I think it was a couple years ago. You know, he had somebody from the White House talk to me about our wine because Pride Mountain is served there, and they wanted to learn more about the project. So, you know, I got cornered in the White House. He said, "You have 30 seconds. Go. Tell me about your story." And I did, and they picked up the wine, so that was fun.
Is there any more, or shall we leave? Yes.
Yanni's obviously got a bit of points lead at the top there. You guys are really tight at the nipping at their heels. What's it going to mean to you to get to #1? To get back to #1?
I mean, I think anytime you're #1, it's a tremendous accomplishment, but to kind of de-seed the #1 seed, I think that would be very, very highly publicized, and you know, if I were to be able to do it, I think that that's where I want to be. I want to be #1 in the world. That's why I play. You know, I've come out this year ready to play, and you know, I've got my goals. I want to try and win again and win multiple events, hopefully another major, and I feel like I'm ready to go this year.
Did you not have too much time off over Christmas?
We finished in Orlando and had a couple weeks off, and I went and played in Taiwan, which was sort of a fun event. You know, it didn't count for ranking or anything like that, but it was still competition, which was nice because, you know, you don't want to go 3 months really without, you know, feeling that rush of competition. And you know, so I took 3 weeks off after that, and I've been preparing and practicing ever since.
Thank you very much, and we look forward to seeing you in here again.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.